And welcome. If you saw the schedule post, I totally scheduled wrong. So it's 9 a.m. We're going live, not 11. So as you jump on live, let us know you're here. Super pumped. And just all over the place this morning. We've had such a really busy few weeks since we did the summit. Like we went all in, and then, so guys, I would love to know as you're jumping on, let us know you're here. Say hello. It is time for Profitable Impact Weekly. One of my favorite things to do every week is to talk to you guys and share all about speaking. So if this is your first time catching a show from Profitable Impact Weekly, we are passionate about showing entrepreneurs how you can get your message out there on stages to draw in your ideal client, make more profits, make more impact, do what you love to do, and bring more cash flow into your business. Because without it, man, you're just a starving artist. So if we haven't met before, my name is Kim. I am one of the co-founders. Mindset is my jam, and I love helping people get over the fear of public speaking. For most people, it's like the biggest fear in the world, and I love helping ease them over that hurdle so that they can start sharing their message with the world. And my business partner, and I'm Kat. I'm going to just make sure we're live.
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm Kat, and my jam is everything business strategy and technology. So I'm a nerd by nature. I love discovering new tools, building funnels, websites, all that jam, and automations. So how do you automate some of the tasks that you're doing right now? That's my background. I've been doing that for over 6 years, and I just love getting my hands in and downsizing the amount of time that you spend in your business so you can work on your business. But what got me there is public speaking. So I'm super stoked to do a show today on some of the mistakes that we see public speakers make every single time that we go to the event. And hey, if you're making those mistakes, don't judge, course correct. So this will really help you identify some of the things that you might be doing right now and how to overcome them.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And I love that you said that, Kat, because here's the thing. These are mistakes that I used to make. Right. But now when I see other people doing them, I'm like, no, let me show you the way. It doesn't have to be like this. Right. And it's not only helping yourself be a better speaker, but it creates a better experience for your audience. Right. And that's, I think, what a lot of people forget is getting up and speaking from stage is not just about you. As much as it makes your ego feel really great and you get that amazing high after because like you did the thing, your audience needs to have a really wonderful experience too. Like at the end of the day, you're there to connect with them and looking for the potential as an entrepreneur that some of them are going to be your ideal client. And so you really have to start with the end in mind, which is what is the energy you're bringing to the stage and the experience your audience is going to have. So if you catch this later on the replay, I would love to know, drop us a 1 if you're already doing some speaking. And speaking, it could be a stage, it could be a podcast, it could be a Facebook Live weekly show, whatever that is. Drop us a 1 and drop us a 2 if you're like, heck no, I'm like way too scared. And drop us a 3 if it's like, I'm thinking about it, but I haven't done it yet. Okay. So I would love to know where you're at in your speaking journey. So let's dig in. Okay. So the number 1 mistake that a lot of speakers make is they just don't prepare. Right? They're like, I'm just going to go and I'm going to speak from my heart and whatever flows is meant to flow.
And I got to say, some of the events, if I ever see or hear a speaker say that, well, I just didn't have time to prepare for this. So I'm, sorry. I'm automatically feeling so let down because for me, I came there to have some kind of transformation, to learn from an expert on the stage, to get inspired, right? And if speakers unprepared, I just feel unimportant. I feel like they just don't care about me, and they don't care about anybody in the audience because they didn't even care to make the time to prepare for this.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say, right? So most events, so as an attendee, most events you go to, you've purchased a ticket, you've made the time in your calendar. And here's the thing, time is an invaluable resource. It's something that we don't think about enough in terms of like what is the cost of my time, right? So you're going to an event, you're excited, you're ready to learn, to have transformations, to have aha moments, and the speaker gets on stage and the first thing they say is, well, I just really didn't have time to prepare, or I just really felt called to just say whatever comes into my mind and I'm going to wing it. So really what they're saying is, you weren't important enough to me to prepare for the fact that I'm here, even though they may have known weeks or months in advance that they were going to be speaking on the stage. So
even if you didn't have time to prepare, if you're just get asked to speak, I do often. I get asked to speak with like moments notice, like maybe an hour. So if that's you, it happens to you, or you find that you don't have time to prepare, here's some of the things that you can do. First of all, just grab a simple sticky note, piece of paper, notepad, whatever you got there, a phone, open a note on your phone, and write down the 3 points that you're going to cover. But start from writing down, what is it that you want to create for your audience, right? So what is the outcome that you want your audience to have? Start from that, then 3 points that you want to cover in your talk. And that way you don't feel unprepared. You don't talk about being unprepared, and your audience doesn't feel like you're unprepared. This is the minimum preparation that you can do, and all it takes is 5 minutes. And I guarantee you can find 5 minutes.
yes.
So make sure that you at least do that. That's a quick thing. I've done it a few times now. I've been asked to speak at moment's notice, at masterminds, on a cruise ships. And when I do that, I make sure that I start from those things. Is just having the little piece of paper so I don't go on stage cold and unprepared. I want to make sure that my audience gets something out of this. We're in business to create impact, to change lives, to create something better in the world. So you start from spending time to prepare for that impact that you're creating. On the stages, it looks like having at least that piece of paper. So that's the least you can do. That's a little tip for you.
Yes. And here's the thing, so like one of the things we're passionate about is teaching other entrepreneurs our profitable signature talk system. Because once you build one talk, it can so easily be adapted to any stage, right? You will feel prepared. So even if you're asked to give an impromptu talk, you've got it. You know exactly what piece of your story you're going to share. You know exactly what points of your big talk you're going to pull out, or even deliver your big talk, right? So having a system and a process will allow you to always feel prepared, so that you're not ever telling your audience, oh, hey, I'm just here winging it. You're always going to come across as that experienced speaker, because you've got the process in your mind, and your brain can just easily input the information you need for that talk. So I love it. We've got some people joining us live. So Marissa said, yes, be prepared. Love it. Thumbs up. Absolutely. She totally gets it. And she said, winging it is rude. And I kind of agree. I do. It makes me feel like the speaker just doesn't care about me as an audience member. Joanne is here. Hey, Joanne. So Marissa said, great idea. Okay, love it, you guys. So you're getting it. So number 2 is don't justify yourself. And I'm guilty of this too, and it's something I'm working on. But, you know, when you hear a speaker and they're like, well, I work with a client who's making $10 million in their business. I'm not saying you're going to make $10 million, but I'm helping this. No, no, don't justify. It's the same thing. Especially like ladies that are watching, you know, this is something I'm really working on. We have this thing where you receive a compliment and the first thing you do is justify, oh, this old thing, right? Or like, I got my nails done and people are like, oh, I love your nails. And I'm like, oh, they're too long though. I'm just, you know, they're really, no, just be like, thank you. So as a speaker, don't justify your knowledge, your experience, how you have helped other people. It's not necessary. Just own it. Like, claim your brilliance. Don't justify it. Like, and now that and again, you don't know what you don't know. And now that I'm aware of it, when I see other people doing it, I'm like, no, stop doing that. Just like own it. Like, own it. So I don't know, Kat, what do you think?
I absolutely, one of the things that I see speakers do a lot is they either over justify what it is they're sharing, which just reduces the amount of impact that they're having on people in the room, where people in the room go as far as asking themselves this question, like, why are they justifying it? Are they lying? Like, what is it about their statement that they feel like they need to pedal back and all of a sudden explain everything about it? So really, like, when you over justify something that you have said, generally it creates this mistrust between you and the audience. Another thing is like justifying and apologizing. I see speakers apologize a lot. And they'll be like, oh, sorry for like wearing this sweater and not being like the other speakers and in the suit. Just it has zero impact. It literally has zero impact on people in the room. They don't care. And people who do, they're not there to be impacted by what it is you're about to share. So you need to focus on what, again, coming back to intentions. What is it you're trying to create? Don't apologize because you mispronounce something. I do it all the time. English is my second language. I mispronounce word. I laugh it off. I say it right if I remember to, or I ask the audience how to say it right, which is even funnier because not everybody just laughs and relaxes. And then I just move on from that. Because really, you apologizing just shows people how not confident you are in what it is you're about to offer, in what it is you're teaching them. And you can't afford that if you want to make an impact. Mm-hmm. You can't afford to show up as not confident person in the system, in your expertise. And this is where, again, coming back, intention, prepare. Make sure you have an intention for your talk. Make sure you're prepared. This is where excuses and justifications are coming out, is when you're unprepared. And it comes with practice, by the way. It took me a long time to stop apologizing for every little thing. And I mean, now I'm Russian Canadian. And so as a Canadian, we say sorry a lot.
We apologize for everything.
Well, yeah. And so it's even longer because it's like a habit for a whole nation. So it takes even longer to break it. And then the whole justifying things, justifying every single thing. I want you to imagine that every single person in the room just trusts every word you say. So if you say that you work with someone who made $10 million, they're like, cool. They're not like, really? Did they? They're not going and questioning you. They just trust what you say. You automatically are becoming a go-to expert in your industry, in your area, just by being on that stage. So don't try to justify it. Share a story that will help you build the credibility instead. So start your talk with sharing a story how you got there. Yes. How did you get to that expertise? And then they will trust you automatically from then on.
Yes, love it. Joanne says, own it. Great advice. She gets it. You make stronger impact. Absolutely. And so guys, and here's a really hot tip, because this is how a lot of people like do this, right? So say there's a speaker before you, right? You're at an event and there's like many, many speakers, and the speaker before you, you get on, I see this so much. People get on stage and they're like, oh, wow, Kim was so amazing. I don't know how I'm ever going to follow that up. And then they'll thank all the other speakers before them. You're wasting your precious minutes, right? If you only get 18 minutes on stage and you spend your first 3 to 4 minutes thanking all the speakers before you and saying, I just don't know how I'm going to like top what you just saw, you're literally preparing your audience for failure. So that, like, there's a hot tip right there. You get up.
Really, every time you do a talk, you're not receiving an award from Academy, right? Like, this is not like, I would like to thank the Academy and the list of 25 people who were before me who inspired me in my business. This is not it.
Yes.
You're there to shine. So stand in your spotlight and share your brilliance.
Yes, love it. Okay, Lori's here. Hey, Lori, she says she's always grateful for others' knowledge and ideas I can implement in my daily routine and business. Thank you both. Oh, I love that. Hang on, I'm going to throw you on the screen. Yay! Thank you, Lori. Love it. Okay, you guys, number 3. People don't make an offer, even if you're allowed to. If you've been told you can make an offer, make an offer. Oh my gosh, you guys. And I get it, at the beginning, it's scary, or you feel like you're not exactly sure what to offer. And this is actually something that we cover in our new program, Profitable Speaker Formula, which we will tell you about. But you have to, making an offer is about showing your ideal client what comes next. It's not about being salesy. It's not about being spammy. It's about saying, hey, We've been here for this, 10, 20 minutes together. I've shown you, what you could be doing differently to solve your problem. Now, hey, if you are ready to solve your problem quickly, here's your next step. Here's your next step, right? And I get it. When I first started, I remember the very first time I made an offer from stage, I felt really scared, but it was because I didn't step into the energy of owning what I offer. And so one of the questions we ask ourselves now that we learned from a really awesome mindset coach we work with is, how is what I offer the opportunity of a lifetime for my ideal client? What you offer is the opportunity of a lifetime for the people that are meant to work with you, right? Not 100% of all the people you ever meet are meant to work with you, but there will be people in every room or watching every live that at some point they are meant to have their path cross yours. They're there for a reason, and you have the information, the knowledge, the expertise to help them solve their problem, whatever that may be. If you didn't, you wouldn't be doing what you do. And so you need to work on your mindset. This is a huge thing. Most entrepreneurs we work with, the reason they're not getting the cash flow in their business is because they're in their own way. They're in their own way. They're keeping themselves stuck because of their own fear over selling and just authentically saying, hey, ideal client, here's how we work together and fix your problem quickly. Instead of you spending the next 10 years Googling the answers and trying to figure it out on your own. And when you just when you really step into and own it and claim what you have to offer, it becomes so easy to be like, hey, I would like to share with you what the next step is if you're ready to solve this problem, right? And then it no longer feels salesy or spammy. You no longer worry about what people are going to think of you, right? And that's the big thing we see all the time. It's just fear. People are so worried about, what are other people going to think of me? They're going to think I'm just in it for the money. That's a huge money mindset block, right? I'm just in it for the money. They're going to think that I'm not a good person because I'm making an offer. Those are all lies your brain is telling you. All of them, every single one of them. Kat, what are your thoughts on this? Because I could go. I'll shut up. I'll just go.
I want to share with everybody who is watching. For those of you who already speak, when you're on stage and you're sharing your brilliance, your knowledge, your modality, your expertise, your one thing, whether it's tapping or it's naturopathic powers, or it might be business or social media services, whatever it is, I'll tell you right now, for those of you who don't make an offer, you just sold your people in the room on the idea of hiring someone so they will hire someone else. So they just saw how tapping is the one thing that's going to help them, and how they need someone to help them learn tapping and how to do it and how it's going to help them, right? You just told them all about it, but you didn't make an offer. So what they're going to do is they're going to go on Google or Facebook and ask, does anybody know a tapping expert, and hire them instead, because you didn't make an offer. The thing is, there are people in the audience who are already looking to hire someone. The difference between them hiring you and someone else is simply you making an offer. So next time you're on stage, think about that. If you don't make an offer, they're just going to go somewhere else. Not because they don't like you, just because you didn't say you even want clients. Maybe you're full. You're just sharing the awesomeness. But you didn't say you want clients. You didn't say you want to talk to them. You didn't say anything. So they walk out of the room and think, oh my gosh, this was amazing. I need someone like her or like him to work with. But you didn't give them the next step. So they're going to go and find that step themselves.
Yep. Yes, so true. And you're giving them the opportunity to decide for themselves. You're giving them the choice of, am I ready to work with Kim or Kat or not, right? So yes, I love that. That's so true. If you're not going to do it, someone else will. So jump on that opportunity to work with your ideal clients. So guys, if I wanted to share, so we've launched a program, our first online program in the Profitable Speaker kind of umbrella that we're building. You know, we've got Profitable Speaker Bootcamp. Now we're launching our first online course. It's 4 weeks. And this is one of the very first thing we're going to be working on together is mindset. getting over the fear of, like fear of success, fear of failure, fear of the stage, fear of what are people going to think of me, fear of people are going to think I'm salesy or spammy, because this is the one thing that we see really standing in people's way, not only of getting on stages, but of growing and scaling their business past just the odd customer here or there, and just like really claiming what you do and how you help people, and like throwing back the curtains. You've heard me use this analogy probably many times, throwing back the curtains and saying, hey, I'm open for business. I can help you solve your problem. So that is one of the things we're going to be covering in this online course, as well as what do I offer people from stage? Because that is another big one that comes up so often for people. Is I just don't know what topic to talk about. What do I talk about in my talk? So we're going to be giving you a system that you can use to figure out exactly what do your clients actually want to hear. Not what do you think they want to hear about, but what do they actually want to hear, is one of the things we're going to be covering in the course. And the cool thing is you get to be in an online community of other people who are working towards the same goal as you, of becoming a profitable speaker, of leveraging stages and different types of stages to grow and scale their business, which is so cool, because like if you've heard the saying, you're the average of the 5 people you hang around with the most. This is you putting yourself right into a community of people who are doing what you do, who are entrepreneurs from all different industries, who are ready to scale their business and who are ready to share their message with the world. Okay. So if you are interested, well, never mind. I know you're interested. I want you to go check it out. But all you have to do is go to profitablespeakerbootcamp.com. So what you're going to do is you're going to buy the ticket for boot camp. Even if you cannot come in February, that's okay. I'm going to tell you what to do. Don't panic. We're going to put you in the course. So here's the thing, guys. When we launch this course to the public in our second round, the price of this will be $500 plus just for the course, okay? We are going to gift it to you as a scholarship with the Profitable Speaker Bootcamp ticket. We won't do this again. This is such a hot offer. So for $197 Canadian, not only do you get the ticket to the 3-day event, you also get into this 4-week course, okay? And we're live this week. So it's Kat and I live doing the sessions, plus there will be recordings available. So if you can't make it to the sessions live, that's totally okay. The recordings are there. You get into the Facebook community, you get the support. We're going to give you swipe files and templates to help you make life easier as a speaker, because if we know how to do it easy, we're going to share, the easy way with you. So then if you cannot make it to boot camp, which is February 21st to 23rd, so it's coming up next month here in Edmonton, Alberta. If you cannot make it in February, when you get the confirmation email that you signed up for boot camp, you're going to hit reply and you're going to say, hey, I can't make it in February. We're going to be running boot camp again in July and November, and I will send you the dates and you can confirm which live event you want to attend, okay? I cannot tell you what an amazing offer this is. This is the thing that I wish I had when I was starting out as a speaker. This is the thing I wish I had. It would have saved me so much time and grief in my business, and it would have had the cash flow coming in faster in the first 6 months of my business if I would have had this knowledge. So we would love to see you there. Kat, do you want any thoughts? Did I miss anything? I'm going to throw up this link on the screen. Just give me a second.
Tim and I were together and we thought, okay, well, for people who potentially can't attend the boot camp, or for people who are from way too far. So we had people reach out to us from Africa, United Kingdom, Czech Republic. So we've had people from all over the world reach out to us, and they can't necessarily make the boot camp. But what happens is we still want to make sure that we have something that can get people started. And so the Profitable Speaker Formula is what will get you started. We will discuss the mindset of public speaking, how to overcome the fear of public speaking or being seen, or there's many other fears we'll talk about. We'll talk about how to put together your offer, right? So how do you put together your first or next offer that you can actually offer right there in the room and make sure that it converts? We're going to talk about how to find stages and how to secure stages. So we really give you a full package of how can you start speaking in a way that creates impact and profits. My personal philosophy is I'm definitely a lot like you, want to make impact in the world. But hey, why not make money doing that? The thing is, money supports what it is you're doing. Money supports your impact. Think about all the things that you can do if you were making the money that you need to make for yourself, right now for your business right now. So that's what we teach. It's a combination of heart-centered knowledge and practical. Let's make sure that your business is profitable and that you can generate 100K, whatever you need, right? But the first 100K is usually the hardest in a business. So we want to show you how to do that. And we're on a mission for 2020 to give out $100,000 worth of scholarships. So this is part of our mission. We knew that the first 100K is the hardest for any business. And so when we crossed our 100K, we vouched to each other and to our following to help somebody else. And so that's how we decided to help, is we're actually going to just give away $100,000 worth of scholarships for the course. So this is your opportunity. The first class is today. There is a recording if you can't make today. That's all right. We'll make sure you all caught up. But I'm super excited for this. I'm just excited to help you get on the right track with your speaking, with you showing up in your business and you overcoming fears that are holding you back. So if you have any questions about Profitable Speaker Formula, just drop them in the comments. Otherwise, you can go join profitablespeakerbootcamp.com. Just grab a ticket. Again, you grab a ticket and that gets you a scholarship to the course. So you don't have to pay anything extra. It's just $197 for a ticket to the 3-day event. If you can't attend February, you will receive an email confirmation. So just hit reply to it and say, I can't attend February. I want to attend July or November or 2021, you tell us, right? So when can you make this happen? Because it will be transformational for you and your business. So I honestly, I don't know if we'll ever be doing this again, because we know how huge of a value we're about to deliver to people who are already in Profitable Speaker Formula. And I'm excited to see you there. So again, if you have questions, drop them here. Otherwise, you click on that. That's not a link, but you just go to profitablespeakerbootcamp.com. Grab your ticket and we'll hook you up.
Love it. Sherry says, amazing deal. And she also, I love it. She's pumped. Sherry's pumped. Love it. Yes. Woohoo! Love it. And Sherry's already in. Love it. She brings the most amazing energy. Okay, you guys. So jump on that right now. Hang on. Let me throw that on there. ProfitableSpeakerBootcamp.com. We will see you in the program. I know it. There's someone here who is meant to be there. So I'm so pumped. So guys, thank you for being here live. As always, we super appreciate you and your time. And we will see you next Tuesday, 9 a.m. Pumped. Bye.
Bye.